This is Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. It's Josh and Chantel, and this is a replay of today's full show.
It's Wednesday, August 7th. Today on the show, Snoop Doggy Dogg is getting paid. I have some weird hair towel habits. Josh is built for radio. I'm pretty sure I can bench press 65 pounds. Not to brag. Everyone likes to make their own ice cream. What does a turtle have in common with me? Your dentist doesn't want you to eat the cotton candy burrito. And what's the best kid song according to science?
Thanks for listening. You can hear the show live weekday mornings from 6 to 10. It's Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. Enjoy today's show. Classy 97, it is Josh and Chantel. Hi there, Chantel.
Hello, Josh.
Hi, good morning.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm awake.
Are you?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm great.
Yeah? You said you had a rough night?
Yeah, I was just awake a lot last night. What's
Look,
that about?
I don't know. We have the same bed in the same bedroom, and I didn't notice you were awake at all.
That's all right, Josh. When you're out cold, you're out.
Yeah?
Like you're asleep, you're asleep.
Mm-hmm. That's what the nighttime's for.
Mm.
So I like to shut it down.
You do.
And then I don't wake it up till the morning.
You're really good at it.
Thanks.
You're one of the best.
I've been practicing a lot of years.
I get jealous sometimes
Yeah?
because you're so good at it.
Well, you should try it. Just staying asleep, I mean.
So much so, like, your alarms were going off this morning.
Yeah.
And you didn't hear them. And so then I had to.
Nudge me.
No, I tapped. It was a light tap.
Shove.
No, it was a light tap.
Punch.
No, I'm not kidding. It was like a light tip, 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 tip.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
It worked. You
Oh.
turned off the alarm.
Well,
so
good.
Good job.
It's Regatta Day.
Regatta.
Yeah, which they have a picture of a rowboat here. Is a rowboat and a regatta the same?
I don't think so. I think regattas are just for boats with engines.
Well, a regatta is a sporting event consisting of a series of boat or yacht races. So perhaps a regatta.
A rowboat regatta.
Yeah, it's exactly what I'm saying. It's the actual boat race.
Oh.
So, yeah, Regatta Day.
I
Professional.
want to see a rowboat regatta. I think that would be cool.
A rowboat regatta?
Yeah.
Like just amateurs in little metal rowboats. Not fancy rowing, like collegiate rowing.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You want to see amateur people in little rowboats.
Correct.
Racing on a lake.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that sounds thrilling.
It does sound like an afternoon.
Next.
Professional Speakers Day.
Oh.
Now,
is that you?
I would say we spend time in the public speaking world. But I'm not standing up in front of a crowd delivering a speech.
It's different, right? A lot of people say, "Oh, you're so good at speaking." And I laugh and then I say, "You're hilarious," because I'm not. But also, it's because people aren't looking at us.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it.
I don't
at
have
all.
people. No, I do. Don't look at me.
I have no problems.
If I'm standing up in front of a room, look away. And then I'll deliver my speech. And then
as long as I know what I'm talking about and I'm prepared, I don't have a problem with it.
Oh, that doesn't matter to me.
Okay. It's National Sea Serpent Day. Raspberries and Cream Day.
Sea serpent, like the Loch Ness Monster.
They have a picture of like a dragon, but sure. Raspberries and Cream.
Mm.
National Psychiatric Technician Appreciation Day.
It's a lot of words.
Yeah. National Opportunity Day. It's funny you would say that National Psychiatric Technician Appreciation Day was a lot of words because literally psychiatric technicians are counselors and these types of folks therapists that listen to a lot of words.
Okay.
That's why it's funny.
That is funny.
Yeah. Professional Engineers Day. It's National Lighthouse Day. It's Purple Heart Day, which is pretty cool. Aged Care Employee Day. That's what we got going on.
Happy Wednesday.
When?
Wednesday.
Wed.
Wednesday.
There it is. Good morning. It's Josh and Chantel. I just saw something rather disturbing, and I don't know quite what to do with it.
Well, don't tell us about it.
Well, I gotta. Have you heard about people drinking oat water?
Oat?
Yeah.
No.
And rice water. So this is the new thing. Instead of doing the Ozempic thing, they're doing oat Zempic or rice Zempic.
Okay.
So they're drinking oat water or rice water.
What's the
instead.
difference between rice milk and rice water or oat milk and oat water?
Well, I guess the idea here is that you soak uncooked rice in warm water, you strain it, and then you add some lime or lemon juice to the starchy water that's left behind.
Gross.
Yeah, that's how you make the rice Zempic. And then people are saying it helps with weight loss because it makes you feel fuller, similar to drugs like Ozempic. That's the idea behind these two things. There is no evidence it works.
Yeah, duh.
Okay. The resistant starch in rice has some health benefits like regulating blood sugar and improving gut health, but it is definitely not like a magic weight loss potion.
No, you're starving yourself.
Right. Because you're filling yourself up with water.
There's no nutrients there.
Okay, but there's a third one. And this is like I've heard about the oats and the rice before. I've not heard about this one until now. And it's a trend online. You can feel full and lose weight by putting chia seeds in your water.
Okay. I like chia seeds.
They're calling it tadpole water because the chia seeds expand in the water and look like baby frogs swimming in there. It's got a bad name.
What's it called?
Tadpole water?
Tadpole. Gross. Again, where's the nutritional content?
Well, the chia seed floating in there.
Chia seeds, and I like chia seeds, but it's just like a topping. You just put it on top of stuff.
Not when you inflate them. Then you get tadpole eggs, like toad eggs.
Oh, you guys.
Quit
starving
yourself.
yourself.
I know. This person says it makes me gag, but it's worth it.
Oh, my God.
This person claims to have dropped 3 pounds in 3 days drinking tadpole water.
Yeah, because you're starving yourself.
The texture's funky, and it tastes funky, too. We got a bag of chia seeds.
We do?
You better try some tadpole
chia
water.
Seeds. No, I'm just going to keep putting them in my smoothies because that's where they belong.
But maybe you want to inflate them.
I think those people should consult their doctors.
I agree. I agree. They should get a medical team together and say, quit it.
Yeah. Tell your doctors what you're doing and see if they approve.
I'm drinking tadpole water.
Your doctor's
Is that right?
What?
Look, I get people are trying to find a way to do it without diet and exercise, but it's diet and exercise, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do it with diet and exercise. And listen, it's not always easy, but I'm not drinking tadpole water.
Maybe you should add tadpole water to the mix. We got chia seeds at home.
No, I'm just going to try and keep eating more fruits and vegetables and protein.
Yeah.
And just walk.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
Well.
And it actually is working great. Not every day is a success, but I go out and I try again the next day.
You know what you should do on a bad day?
What?
Tadpole water.
I'm not. Snoop Dogg. You know Snoop Dogg? Snoop Doggy Dogg?
Yeah, that guy. Snoop Doggy Dogg.
He is having the time of his life at the Olympics. He's also getting paid because he's working.
Yeah, he's like a correspondent.
Everything he's doing, that's work.
Have you seen, he's got his own Snoop, he's got a couple of different Olympic memorabilia pieces. One, he's got a jacket that's got like the Olympic things, and it's got Snoop Dogg written kind of in his font underneath it, like embroidered on there. And then there's like pin trading is a big deal within the Olympic fans and athletes. And they have pins that they can collect from each of the different events. There's country pins. There's all these pins. It's a huge thing. And he has his own, and it's got the smoke Olympic rings, which makes sense for Snoop. I know. So, but you say he's getting paid
yeah, he's
as
getting
well.
Paid. He's getting paid $500,000 a day.
No way.
Yeah, by the end of the Olympics, considering any bonuses that he might get, $15 million is what he'll pocket by the end of the Olympic Games.
That's pretty impressive.
$500,000 a day for him to go out and dance with horses
Yeah.
and make silly little comments, and we're all loving
Who's
it.
paying him? Is it NBC?
NBC.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
What a deal.
He said, I'm doing the things that I do to stay politically correct and just being Snoop Dogg. That's what I know how to do best.
That's great. And he's supporting the athletes, and he's showing up. It's a lot of fun. Snoop's a cool guy.
$500,000 a day.
Good for him.
I need that job.
Yeah, that's a good job, but you're gonna have to work. Like you gotta have Snoop swagger.
Look at me. I can have the Snoop swagger. Look at it.
Listen,
Rude.
I'm just you're not Snoop Dogg.
I know. I just want to get paid a lot of money
I see.
and go just be silly at the Olympics.
Send me to the Olympics. Put me up for the 2 weeks. 16 days, 20 days, whatever it ends
I
up
don't
being.
even have to make that much money. You could just pay me like maybe
A fifth of it.
$100,000 a day.
That's right. Pay me a fifth of it.
I'll do it for that cheap.
I know. It's super affordable. You know what? You could get the both of us for $100,000.
There
How
you
about?
go.
I'll split it with you.
Just send us to Paris.
That's what. Send us to Paris for 2 weeks. Come on, NBC.
Come on.
What are you doing? Come on. Check it out.
Check it out.
Some good news.
What is it?
You know Lego?
Lego.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
The bricks?
Yep.
So apparently, not just for kids anymore. And I
They've
think
never
we've
been
known
just for
this.
kids.
Yeah, we've known this, right?
Yeah.
But what's happening is grown adults are using Lego to heal from trauma and reduce stress. There are veterans with PSD that are finding peace by snapping bricks together,
Oh.
building stuff.
Yeah.
The repetitive action and the focus on building helps these folks with PTSD zone out and relax, which I think is fantastic.
Yeah.
Retired Army medic Robin Croth explained how a 1,000-piece Hogwarts castle set went a long way toward calming her down.
Oh.
She said, I was surprised. I really didn't play with Lego as a child, but when I'm doing it right now, I'm focused and all the other fears fall away. Isn't that great?
Look at Lego.
Right.
Aw. I dig it.
I think it's great, too. I really enjoy
And
building. I haven't built Lego in a long time.
There's something for everyone.
Right. What are you into?
They've got
Cars? Got it. Star
Guitars?
Wars? Got
it.
it.
Got it.
Yeah, a
Friends?
guitar, a radio. Friends, the
Got
TV
it.
show, you like it? Got it.
They even have like the Lego friends. There's
Yeah.
different Legos that are like little girl Legos.
Yes, that's correct. You're right. And they do have all the different sets. Maybe you want to keep it basic. Go Duplo. That's on you.
Yeah, right. I really like they have like the little parks
Yeah,
sets and little campers,
right.
and they have like the little families.
Even the
Oh, it's
flowers.
so
You like
cute.
floral arrangements? You think
Yeah.
that'd be pretty? Build one.
Yeah, like floral arrangements.
You know?
No, it is cool because they
Yeah.
have some succulents and different things.
See?
It's cool.
You know.
I do know. Now, if they could lower their prices just
Well,
a scotch.
There's still that.
Come
But
on, Lego.
in the meantime, it's helping in ways that they probably didn't even think.
That's
When-
cool.
You know, when they started and we were all grabbing a bucket of Lego to build a house on a green slat. Like, okay, cool. That's
Yeah.
all it was. And now it's just the things that the Lego masters build, incredible.
It is cool.
So anyway, good
Ah,
news
good
to get
news,
you going.
Lego.
Yep.
Here you are.
Uh-huh.
You take a shower.
Yes.
You dry off.
Yeah.
What do you do with your towel?
I hang it on the hook in the bathroom.
How many times do you shower before you'll put that towel in the wash?
I probably a week. So
A week?
I probably use it 5 or so times, and
Okay.
then it goes into the laundry. Yeah.
Okay. That seems fair. That seems legit. There is an argument I saw where somebody said their spouse will wash their towel once a month.
That feels like a little long.
That feels long. And then he got mad at her because she washes her towel after every use.
And that's too short. Because look, it's not getting dirty. If I'm using the towel for something that's going to, if I'm cleaning up a spill on the floor, that towel immediately goes into the wash because I feel like it's dirty. But if it's literally, I'm clean water, soaped up, rinsed off, I get out and I'm drying myself off with a towel. It's not getting dirty. It's just absorbing clean water off of me. And then I'm hanging it on a hook where it can air dry. If I do that 5 times before I wash the towel, I'm not grossed out.
Okay.
I feel like if I let it go for a month and there were 15 to 20 drying off sessions, the towel's going to be crunchy and not soft. And it's going to, you know what I mean? Like I don't even know what you call it. Like the little fibers are going to not be soft on my body.
Well, and it does kind of pick up a smell after a while.
Probably. I mean, it's, I guess.
I think I'm trying to think of mine. I think like 3 or 4 times. And then I go, yeah, this is done. Your
hair towel ends up in the wash or in the laundry basket faster than the body one. What's that about? Because you'll take the hair one off and throw it in the laundry basket and then hang the other one in the bathroom.
I don't know. It depends on what I do with it. Sometimes I'll use it to it's just mostly for hair. I don't know. I just do it. I don't know.
That's just something I've observed.
There's no.
I didn't know what. Is your hair dirtier than the rest of you?
No.
Okay.
There's no rhyme or reason.
All right.
I just do it. Interesting factoid about me. It's weird that you know that and I don't.
I see lots of things.
Like what?
Like when you throw your hair towel in the laundry and the other one goes on the hook.
Yeah, but maybe what you're not seeing is I've used that particular hair towel longer than I've used the body towel.
No.
So I'm like, I've used the hair towel.
Even if it's 2 brand new towels pulled out of the cupboard.
You don't know if they're brand new. How do you know if my towels are brand new?
I'm saying it, but I'm an observant guy. No. I see things. I'm saying if you pull out, I got a new body towel and I got a hair towel and they're both folded sitting next to the shower. Or if they're both hanging on the hook or whatever, waiting for you to get out of the shower, the hair towel ends up in the laundry basket and the body towel gets hung on the hook. I don't understand it. I don't know why you do it that way. Either.
I couldn't tell you.
Muscle memory, maybe?
Unless maybe it does have a smell.
No.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But look at you knowing stuff about me that I don't even realize.
It's a thing. I'm an observant guy. What do you know about her that she doesn't know about herself? Hair towels. They go in the laundry way sooner than body towels.
Listen, if you're going to be observant, let's talk about some other things you can be observant about.
Like what?
Oh, things that need to be done around the house.
I don't, nah.
No, it's
that's
hair
boring.
towels. I'm hanging my hat on hair towels.
Right, because that's a weird, interesting little quirk.
It's not that weird.
Dishes are just dishes. Blech. Garbage is just garbage. Blech. Hair towel goes in. Body towel doesn't. Now, that's an intriguing thing. Need to investigate more. Yeah.
Emery and I had ice cream again the other night. You were involved in the ice cream this time around.
Only because I invited myself.
Oh, get over yourself. You live there. You're always invited. Get over it. Get over yourself.
I didn't feel like I was invited to the first gathering of the exclude dad from the ice cream girls social club.
Okay. We're just moving on.
But I certainly felt like I could be in the same room the second round.
Okay. Good for you.
Yeah.
Emery and I wanted some ice cream the other night. And I said, do you want me to make it? And she said, yeah. And then she said, actually, I'm going to make it myself. And I said, oh, okay. Like offended. And she said, no, there's just a certain way that I like to make it. And I
Okay.
went, I'm with you on that because
Yeah.
there's, I
agree.
everybody likes to make their own bowl of ice cream.
Right.
She says that she likes to make hers aesthetically pleasing. And she also does layers.
Okay, so she does plating with her ice cream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and then she'll do like a couple of scoops of ice cream. She'll pour on her chocolate syrup. Then she'll put a couple more scoops of ice cream on top.
That's
and
a
then
lot.
It's not like scoops. You're thinking like a big scoop, but they're little scoops. And then she'll do like a caramel syrup. And then she does her like chocolate or her bananas and her strawberries. And she has a thing.
The bowl that you handed me had too much caramel sauce. And I appreciated that you made it for me, but the ratio was all wrong.
You're not invited to ice cream.
I know. I
get-
understand. I knew what I was going to get going into this before I even said anything. So I get what she's saying. Like I don't have the sweet tooth that you do. And so when I get a little tiny scoop of the ice cream, I don't need the whole thing to look like it's drowning in caramel.
I didn't drown it in caramel.
Look, I appreciate that you made it.
It does
I'm excited.
not sound like
but
it.
it was a lot of that sauce on there, and so that's why I was like, I got to find something to offset that flavor because it's all I could taste in the first bite. I went, this is too much.
And then when I went back into the kitchen, you had crumbled Biscoff cookies all
And
up on
it was the best thing
There was
ever.
so much Biscoff cookie that I couldn't even see the ice cream. You had a bowl of Biscoff cookie.
No.
Yeah.
I took 2 cookies and crushed them in my hand and put them over the top, and then I stirred it all together and kind of had like a thick Biscoff cookie, vanilla ice cream, caramel shake situation.
Good for you.
And it was amazing.
I'm never making you another bowl of ice cream.
I know. I figured that's what was going to happen. I'm not shying away. It's fine.
But
Everybody
it's-
likes to make their own.
Yeah,
it's fine.
everyone. That's what we discovered, Emery and I, that everyone
Yeah.
likes to make their own bowl of ice cream because there's not enough caramel syrup. There's too much caramel
Right.
syrup. Why
Or
didn't you put the chocolate syrup on mine? You put the chocolate syrup on yours, but you didn't give me the chocolate syrup.
Yeah,
I'll just be making my own bowl of ice cream from now on.
that's fine.
I know it is fine.
Do you know what I don't miss? And
What's that?
I don't know if they even still make it. That canned chocolate syrup
Oh,
from
yeah.
Hershey's.
You're right. Do they still make that?
I don't know. That's how I learned what the little triangle stabby
Yeah.
what they call it, can opener was for.
Yeah.
To make 2 holes, a breathing hole and a pouring hole.
And then it would get all sticky.
Yeah.
The outer rim would get all sticky. And
Right.
then the
It
lid.
had that yellow
Yep.
plastic lid. I'm glad that they moved away from that for the sake of convenience. I'm sure it's, it was a tin can versus all the plastic.
And then
but-
you can squeeze.
Yeah, but you get more out of your squeeze bottle, I would think, too. Anyway, modern convenience.
They still do makeup. What? Let me.
Huh?
I don't know what happened.
What? They still
No, they still do make the can.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's readily available. I wonder if like local stores are not
Because
like
as a
buying
kid,
it because it probably doesn't sell as easily and as quick
sure.
as the squeeze bottle.
Right. I'm sure that. Well, I guess what did you have on your ice cream when you were a kid? When you would make it at home as a kid?
Just Hershey's syrup.
That's it.
That's it. Really, that's all we ever had.
We had Kix as well, the cereal,
Yeah.
and so you'd put Kix on top of your vanilla ice cream, and then the chocolate syrup. You got to give that a shot.
I have given that a shot because when I met you,
Yeah.
I
What did you
discovered-
think about it?
I went, that's odd.
You got to add a little crunch.
It's not my favorite.
I know. Now it's Biscoffs and caramels.
But Emery does Fruity Pebbles on the top of hers.
Caramels. That's a good idea.
She
Part
does.
of her layer?
You should put grape nuts on the top of yours.
No.
It gives it a crunch.
Yeah.
We were on a family walk last night, me, you, and Emery, and
the dog.
I don't know how the topic got brought up. We were talking about being a mayor.
I don't remember for sure either,
but
there's been this long-standing joke between you and I that, like, if I ever ran to be the mayor of town, you were at some point in our life we were talking about how that would be, and you went, no, I could never be the mayor's wife, which I think is hilarious. It's just a funny line.
I also just don't want to be the mayor.
No, there's a lot of responsibility in there. I don't want to be responsible for. I'm good doing what I do.
Me too.
But we were talking about it, and Emery hasn't ever been in that conversation. But whatever came up, and we were talking about how you could never be the mayor's wife, never. It's just been a long running joke. I don't know. And she said, yeah, I definitely could not be a mayor's kid either. Like, I don't want that pressure. So it was just an interesting kind of
But then she said,
yeah,
I don't think you could ever be the mayor, Dad, because you're just built for radio.
Yeah, what does that mean?
I don't know what that means.
I think I was reading something about being a public speaker or something, and that's what came up. I said, I speak to the public all the time. I can't remember. Something like that. But yeah, she said that I couldn't be the mayor.
Because you're not built for it.
Because I'm built for radio. I don't understand what that means. Look, I mean, historically, you go back into like 20s and 30s radio broadcasters. They were very suit and tie, stand-up microphone, walk in a room, and put a hand over an ear and broadcast to the world, right? Like it was very much a different thing than what we're doing today. And then it sort of kind of became like, well, no one knows what these people look like, so you only have this imaginary sort of world where you can think, oh, that person sounds like they look like this. and then people were like, oh, I wish I didn't know what that person looks like. And then there was this long running for years and years and years. That guy has a face for radio, which, hilarious. He's not made for TV. Put him behind a microphone where people can only hear him talk, but not see his face.
He's a good speaker, but we don't want to look at him.
Right. And now, just as the evolution of broadcasting and radio has changed, video and social media and all of the things that we get involved in, like, we're way more accessible and more visually present than this particular medium has been forever. So built for radio is an interesting choice of words. I don't know what that means.
She didn't elaborate either.
I mean, look, I've been doing radio for a long time. I've wanted to do radio as long as I can remember. So I've kind of built myself for radio over my entire lifespan. So maybe she's just recognizing that. Maybe she's just going like, no, when I think of you, I think of radio because that's the only space she's known me in.
What we all agree on is that we'll never run for mayor.
I don't think I could do it.
No, it's okay. We'll let somebody else tackle that job because somebody else will do it much better than you or I.
That's very true.
We'll stick to radio.
But also, if I were to do it, you could absolutely be the mayor's wife.
Yeah, I just don't want to. No. Too much scrutiny,
I guess.
I'd have to wear like a power suit all the time.
Do you?
I don't know.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
If you were the mayor, I would feel
requisites.
like you'd want to, have power suits and, those kinds of business attires that you don't have now. But same. But I feel like I'd be one of the people for the people.
You'd be a cash?
Yeah, I'd have to be. I'd be like, look, it's a tucked in dress shirt, but these are jeans and comfortable shoes. Like, we don't have to be starchy about this.
We're just not ever going to run for public office.
That's true.
That's okay. Yeah. That's us.
Yeah.
Thank you to the people who do.
That's exactly right. Hey, Chantel.
Hey, Josh.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
What happened?
To what? What?
Oh,
what are you talking about?
Just yesterday evening, we were enjoying some music by the river.
We weren't enjoying music yet.
And,
it hadn't started
you're right.
yet.
We were getting set up to enjoy music. And and then I hear you go, ah, ah.
No.
And you're flailing your hand.
No.
That's all I heard.
That's not how it went.
And then I looked over to my right, and you were sideways on the ground in your chair. That's what happened in my peripheral.
From my take, we set up our chairs. We pack little hiking chairs. We set up our chairs.
Yeah.
I go to sit down. Next thing I know, I'm on the ground.
Yeah, that's pretty much what
And I look
saw.
over at you to be like, surely he's noticed. No, you were engrossed in your phone playing your game, and I had to get up and say, hey, I fell over. And you said, you did? So you didn't look over and see me on the ground.
No, I saw
me.
you. When I looked over, you were on the ground. You were very on the ground when I looked over.
It was that weird, awkward thing where you know you've fallen, you know you look ridiculous, and you look around you to see if anybody else has noticed, especially your
I mean, there's only, a crowd of a couple hundred people or something.
The love of your life is like not even paying
busy.
Attention.
Yeah, you're fine.
The people behind me are laughing. Nobody reaches out their hand to help.
Nah, you're a grown woman. You can do it.
Myself off the ground, dust myself off.
It's a good thing we've got the chairs we use are pretty low to the ground, so you didn't have far to fall.
No. You pick up my chair and you said, "Oh, your leg wasn't all the way in the."
Yeah, you didn't set up your chair all the way. You only had 3 of the 4 legs set up. That one was missing.
And then you have to sit down and hope it works the second time you sit down.
Listen,
It did.
There are only a few rules that, as a married man, I sort of try to adhere to, and one of the biggest is never let your wife see you fall down, because she'll never let you forget it. Because what is the one time you can absolutely remember?
There's 2.
There are 2. See, I can't even remember 2. I remember one when I was hanging in a hammock.
Yes.
And I fell out of the hammock.
You fell off the bed once too.
Did I?
Yeah.
That's cool. I don't remember.
I do.
Anyway, the point is, never fall.
Except how many times have I fallen in front of you?
Right.
A lot.
And how many times do I remember and bring it up later? 0.
Well, actually, I know that I've fallen. You just don't see when I've fallen because
This
you
is true.
don't pay attention.
I'm busy. You got it. Pick yourself up. Dust it off. You're going to be good.
I did.
I helped you put your chair back together.
Laying on the ground.
You did kind of like turtle on the back it there for a minute. A little bit like, what's happening? I don't know. Why am I down here? I shouldn't be in the grass.
Somebody roll me over.
Yeah, there was a bit of that for a minute. But I'm glad you're okay.
Me too. I'm glad there was only a handful of people who saw the carnage. We were in the back, so I think that's better. Normally, we sit a little bit closer to the front. Right. And if that had happened, everyone would have seen. Whew. Good placement of our chairs.
I'm glad you're sitting upright now.
Listen, I'm no stranger to being on the ground, so it's fine. Me and the ground are buddies. Hey, ground, nice to see you again.
Yeah, here you are. You could have just played it off cash, like, no, I just wanted to be down here.
Yeah, I just wanted to lay down.
And then when I finally did look over, I'd be like, why are you down there? Like, no reason. You could have got away with it.
I could have. I'm just hanging out.
Yeah, just what I do.
Me and the grass.
Yep, we're pals. Good for you.
What is today?
Today is August the 7th.
August 7th. Today, a dash cam company called Nextbase has crunched the numbers and determined that today is the deadliest day to drive. Today,
well, that's
August
ominous.
7th.
Why?
They've crunched the numbers.
Are they saying that more wrecks happen on this day than any other day?
They didn't explain, but it's based on data from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Okay.
They also did a poll that found that more than half of drivers feel like the roads are more dangerous today than they were 5 years ago.
I will tell you, there are a lot more people running red lights than I've ever seen.
I know, right?
It's wild out there.
And then they say that the things that people worry about the most are distracted drivings and road rage.
Yeah. I did see somewhere that California topped the list of like worst. I got to find it. It's right here. Road rage. Worst road rage.
California has the most road rage?
Yeah. California has 2,400 miles of highways. So it has a lot of road. So there's that. Plus, there's a lot of people. It is one of the most populous states in the country. So, again, if you're playing just a game of numbers...
You crunched the numbers?
More. Yeah, crunching the numbers. And it says that Californians are the most confrontational drivers in the country.
California.
Yeah, so they ask drivers in all 50 states if they've been cursed at, deliberately cut off or tailgated, or blocked from merging into traffic, and the data puts California at the top of the list as the most road-raging motorists. Now, you'd have to go a little further west to find the most calm and polite drivers, which would be in Hawaii.
Oh.
But again, not a lot of road.
Yeah.
Way fewer people.
Those people on
less people.
Those people on the 405.
On the 405.
Isn't that a popular road in California?
I mean, famous. I-15 runs right there. You could have picked that one, but the 405. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Okay.
I'm not making it up.
Sure.
Now I got to look it up.
I was trying to see if they
check.
gave a full state-by-state report. I don't see that in here, just that California has the most confrontational road rage.
The 405
Yeah.
is an interstate. It's a major north-south interstate highway. Knew it.
In L.A.?
It runs top to bottom.
Top to bottom. Of what?
It is the northern segment of the San Diego Freeway.
All right.
There you go. It is between West Los Angeles and downtown Los Angeles. It runs across California. The 405.
From the top to the bottom. I don't even know what that means.
I don't either. But hey, guys, be careful.
Yeah. Let's be responsible. Let's be patient and considerate.
I've crunched the numbers, and I want you to be careful.
All right. Thanks for doing the math.
There is a music psychology professor from the United Kingdom, and he created a formula for the best children's song, which he feels should be 60 to 100 beats per minute with a marching or swaying rhythm and repetitive rhyming lyrics. It should also be in a major key. So he scientifically proved what the best children's song is. Do you want to take a guess?
60 to 100 BPMs, kind of a marching theme.
Repetitive rhyming lyrics.
Yeah.
And a major key.
See, and I don't know about keys. I don't know what's a major or minor key. I'm not that into it. But I can understand, like 60 beats per minute is 1 beat per second. Like that's relatively slow, but very consistent and easy to move along with if it's 1 beat per second. So that's,
Well, the best children's song isn't even it's not a children's song per se.
Okay.
It's like
I was trying to think like, okay, it's going to be something, like
Baby
Mary
Shark?
Had a Little Lamb or something like. I didn't even go that far, but Baby Shark definitely has that.
But that's not it?
Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, but it's not Baby Shark.
Baby Shark doesn't necessarily rhyme.
No, but it's yeah, but it's an earworm.
It's got marching or swaying rhythm.
Sure.
No, that's not it.
Okay, what is it?
Radio Gaga by Queen.
Is that right? Yeah, with the clapping.
I know.
Uh-huh. It's a great song.
Radio Gaga. You know.
I do know it. That's the #1 song for kids.
Yeah.
Based on the beats per minute, the repetitive lyrics, and so forth.
And the swaying rhythm. Also, Queen's We Will Rock You.
Yeah.
And Single Ladies by Beyonce. Those are like the top 3 that he says fits in all of his categories.
Makes sense based on his criteria. I get it.
Now I want to hear that song.
Radio Gaga?
Yeah. Do we have Radio Gaga in our library?
I have no idea.
Come on.
I don't right off the top of my head. Like, it takes a minute. I got to go digging.
It's all we need, Josh. Radio
know.
Goo Goo.
Oh. All right. I have nothing else
You have
to
nothing
say.
else to
I'm
say?
trying to figure out what else to say. There's nothing else to say.
All right.
I was trying to think if there were any other songs that I would say fit into that. But he's done the research. He's crunched the numbers.
He has crunched the numbers.
There's no reason to even say more. Well done, that guy. What's his name?
I'd never, ever, the article doesn't say.
Rick.
He's
His name's Rick, and he did the numbers. So thanks, Rick.
He did all the work for us. I was dancing in the kitchen the other day because it's what I like to do.
Well, that makes sense.
It's where it's a judgment-free zone.
Yeah?
Until my 19-year-old son comes into the kitchen and sees me dancing.
Doing what?
Dancing.
Go on.
And he says, Mom, you know those videos that you can see, and it's basically like people making fun of middle-aged women, and
What? What is
I
happening?
don't know.
You got like alarms going off? What in the world?
I don't know what happened. Okay.
Okay.
So he says, you know those videos that you can see on TikTok and Instagram of people making fun of middle-aged women, saying that middle-aged women will do anything besides exercise.
Yeah, they will do all kinds of different classes and dances and whatever it is, pick a thing other than like go do cardio, lift weights.
Yeah. And I said, what are you talking about? I'm not even exercising. I'm just dancing. He's like, would you say that's a form of exercise? I said, is it getting my heart pumping?
Yeah. Sure.
Am I having fun? Yeah. And then he just shakes his head and walks away. Ever since then, he has sent me those videos of like middle-aged women getting out of doing exercise.
Doing like the bungee thing where they're hooked to a giant ceiling bungee and like flying around the room like Superman. Like he's like, okay, this is it. Like you could go lift a weight.
Listen, if you're gonna have fun, just go have fun. Who cares?
My favorite of all time is the aquatic exercise. Like of all the things that people get into, the what do they call it? Water aerobics.
Yeah.
That is
love those.
Top notch. Like you've reached a new pinnacle in your life when you are going to a water aquatics aerobics class.
But here's the thing. Are you getting your body moving?
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's terrible at all. I'm just saying as far as like the new things where people are doing ceiling bungees and whatever other thing, there's always going to be milk jugs in the pool. And that is, they're tied together with a rope, and you're doing calisthenics and you're doing aerobics.
And you're moving your body and you're
the
having
music's
fun.
going, and it is a vibe.
Feeling good. And that's what I said to him. I said, get out of here.
Right.
Now you're interrupting. Now you've made this a judgment-free or a judgment zone, and I don't care for it.
A judged zone.
Yeah, get out of here.
I get that.
I was happily minding my own business, just dancing in the kitchen. Get out of here with your nonsense.
He just wants to see you lift a weight. He just wants to know how much you can bench.
310 top.
310 what?
That's how much I can bench.
310 what? 310s?
Pounds.
30?
Yeah.
310s.
No.
Yeah. I think it's 310s. It's less than the bar.
Let's go. Okay. I cannot do, I have no upper body strength. That's sure. But legs, I got some leg strength. So let's go bench press.
You can't bench press with your legs.
No, but I can do something with my legs. What's that weight machine called?
The leg press?
Yeah. Let's go do it.
But he doesn't want to know how much you can leg press. He wants to know how much you can bench. What's your bench?
Let's go figure it out.
You think it's more than 45? 45 pounds is the bar alone.
Yeah, I think it's probably 65.
Oh. Well. Just a matter of weeks ago, it's a handful of weeks, we went and saw Janet Jackson in concert.
We did, and it was awesome.
It was a great show.
It was fantastic.
Wonderful show. Were there songs missing?
Oh, a lot. But she has so many that she had to cram. And she included some that I wanted to hear, but it was more of like a montage of the song. So
Or
it was
medley.
like snippets of stuff. Yeah. And I was like, I want to hear that whole song. Play the whole song.
She had wardrobe changes.
Yes.
It was one show in 3 different acts.
Yes.
She played like 40 songs.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
She is in the final stages of negotiating a deal with Resorts World, which would have her back on stage in Las Vegas for a residency just in time for a big New Year's Eve bash this year.
Awesome.
We could go to Vegas. You can see Janet. She'll probably not do the same show she tours with. It's going to be a different show. She apparently turned down a London residency.
Really?
Because the money in Vegas was too good to pass up.
Really?
Yep.
You go get it, Janet.
I know. She was at the Park MGM in 2019 with the Metamorphosis residency. So this would be her Together Again residency that would kick off later this year. I know. And it's close. It's just right there. It's easy to go see. You could just get tickets and go see Janet.
Let's go.
Again.
I have to go again because I got to take my friend Christina, who didn't get to go last time.
I
so
see. That's what I'm saying.
we got to go, homie.
Vegas, Janet,
Let's do it.
residency, New Year's, all that stuff.
I'm in.
It sounds like a party. Sounds like a big party.
Good for Janet.
Yeah, I'm excited for her.
Me too. Football is coming. I don't know if you've heard.
Preseason's already started.
Yes.
But the regular season is coming. Yes.
Nobody cares about preseason.
Well, it's happening.
I know. We just care about the real games, right?
I
think, what did I send Beck yesterday? Like, we only have 3 regular Thursdays left before the season starts.
Yeah, so like tomorrow, you've got 2 games, and then there are 3 games on Friday. There's football on Saturday. Like, we're in preseason right now.
We're talking regular season.
I get it. Regular season will begin week 1, starts September 5th. So we are less than a month away from the Ravens-Chiefs regular season opener.
Oh, go Ravens. Lamar Jackson.
Okay. All right.
You better bring it.
Okay.
And he will, because he's Lamar Jackson.
All right.
Okay. The Arizona Cardinals Stadium.
Yeah, in Glendale.
This doesn't really have anything to do with football other than it's at the Arizona Cardinals Stadium.
Okay.
Who, as you and I both know, Kirk Warner used to be quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals.
Yep, he did.
Okay. They have a cotton candy burrito there.
What is this?
It is.
Explain.
Let me tell you. It is cotton candy flavored ice cream.
Okay.
That's topped with Fruity Pebbles, Fruit Loops, marshmallows, Skittles, mini M&Ms, gummy bears, and sprinkles.
That's a lot.
Then all of that is wrapped into a cotton candy shell.
Yeah, that's too much.
It's too much.
The sweet tooth in me is like minimal.
Bro.
That's a lot.
Bro.
Yeah, that's too much. You've done too much.
I wonder how much that costs. I'm trying to see how much it costs.
$85. It's probably
it looks so awful.
Yeah.
It's huge.
It probably feeds 6 people.
Okay, so it's 2 different like sugar cereals.
Yeah.
And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different candies.
Yeah, I wonder, do you think they sell, like there's a novelty to it. So they probably sell some of them. I'm not going to say they don't sell any.
Yeah.
But do you think they're really moving enough for that to be like, not just like, okay, we have to make this twice every game? Like, how many do you think they're selling?
I don't know.
Hundreds?
No. I think,
in a stadium of thousands, you don't think they're selling hundreds?
Okay, maybe. But it certainly is like not something that people would buy individually. That's something that you would buy so that each person could have a bite of.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no way. If one person is eating that solo, they're leaving in a diabetic coma. They'd have to.
Ew. I'm just watching a video where they're making it. It just looks awful. And you know how sometimes you can smell the sugar in a place and then you just get sick from the sugar smell?
For sure.
I feel like my stomach feels a little queasy just imagining the smell of this.
Yeah, it's intense. I get it. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
The Arizona Cardinals, you better have some dentists on hand.
Yeah, they have a sponsor. They're the ones helping pay for the candy cane burrito.
Arizona Dentistry.
Yeah, it's the Arizona Dental cotton candy burrito. Come and get it while you're watching the football game. Yeah, your teeth are trying to crawl out of your mouth when you eat it.
Yeah, save us.
Please stop. Classy 97, it's Josh and Chantel. Time for the Would You Rather This or That question of the day.
Would you rather spend a summer day at the pool or at the lake?
The lake.
Why? So you can fish.
One, yes. Two, it's outside. It's beautiful nature.
Yeah.
Three, it's a different kind of communal water that isn't full of chemicals and chlorines and other people. And yeah, the lake. Hands down. Okay. Hands down, I'm going to the lake. A boat? Sure.
I know. Well, that's the thing.
Kayak? Cool.
Because I've been to a lake before where you don't necessarily have fun toys. We've been to a lake before where we're like, we don't have any kind of floating anything. We don't have kayaks. We don't have a boat. And it was not that exciting. Because there's only so much you can do in a lake if you don't have proper
lake stuff.
Yeah, correct.
I get that.
So if you have a boat or you have a kayak or you have a floaty or you have some kind of something that goes into the middle of the lake, then you're fine.
Yes, I agree. But you didn't specify that I would not have any of those things. So am I to assume that I would not have those things? I was assuming I did have access to fun things for the lake.
Well, I didn't specify. So that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to base my decision on. Because if I don't have anything fun, I'm not going to the lake. If I do have fun things, absolutely I'll pick the lake. But if I don't have fun things, then I'm taking the pool because the pool has water slides that are fun.
Yeah, I'm still going to the lake.
And it has a lazy river that is so fun.
Nah, I'll go to the real river outside of the lake.
Your kids away and they will be fine because there's a lifeguard to help manage them.
Okay. Look, I get where you're going. I understand. For me, I'm going outside. I'm going to nature. I'm going to the lake. I'll be at the lake. You know where to find me? I'm at the lake.
Okay. Where's Josh? He's at the lake.
Lake living.
And I'll be in the lazy river.
Okay. Fine. See ya. You'll find me at the lake. Before we leave for the day, I do have to give you a better today than yesterday daily challenge.
Let's hear it.
Today, it's to switch to a natural product in your home. So something that you regularly use, find a natural product version of it.
I've already done this.
You have?
Yes.
What'd you do?
Oh, I switched my deodorant to a natural deodorant.
Yep.
And I actually much prefer it. It is a little more pricey, but I like it better.
Well, that's good. It says all natural products are better for the environment and your own health, so switch to a natural product in your home. Just one thing that you can do today to make it a little better than yesterday. That's what the Better Today Than Yesterday Daily Challenge is for.
Thumbs up, buddy.
Yeah. And that is going to do it for us. This show is now available as a podcast, as a reminder. So if you'd like to listen, everywhere you get podcasts, you can find this show, Wake Up Classy 97, on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, Amazon, Deezer, everywhere else, Pocket Casts, whatever app you might use. Just search for Wake Up Classy 97. You can subscribe. You can auto-download the episode so you don't even have to think about it. You can just go listen.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, you can turn it on. So every time a new one gets posted, you automatically have it ready to go.
You guys.
I know.
Look how tech savvy.
Yep. It's pretty great. Thanks for listening to the show. We'll be back tomorrow for your Thursday. Have a good one. See you then.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. If you enjoy the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Wake Up Classy 97 is hosted by Josh and Chantel Tyler and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.